What is up, everybody? Solomon here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Hello to all of the community members of the XRP community, anybody that's invested into digital assets currently, and anybody that's just here and interested in the information. I wanted to touch base on a couple of things today. In specific, we look to have an update over the past day or so for the XRP securities case, and I always say to know what you're invested in. That comes with the positive information and the potentially negative information as well. And they present quite the interesting timeline. And it looks like we're not going to have a resolution for a little while. We're going to go over that in a second here. Also, we have a major ledger scam going on right now as far as phishing is concerned with emails and text messages. And many people look to have participated in this as well and lost some of their XRP. So I'm going to present that information to you as well because it's very important that we are aware and trying to be safe with our digital assets, and we are not making mistakes and sending and or losing or allowing others to steal our digital assets, correct? Now, first and foremost, I wanted to start with this. I saw this earlier this morning. This came out, I believe, yesterday or potentially late Wednesday evening. This is DLA Piper. And this is Hedera Hashgraph. This is going to be quick. Global law firm launches high-value asset token platform Toko. Let's read the official press release here from DLA Piper. DLA Piper and Aldersgate DLS, which is Digital Ledger Solutions, launched Toko, a fast, secure, and cost-effective solution for buying and selling high-value assets using blockchain technology. This is the 5th of November, 2020, so yesterday. Global law firm DLA Piper, in collaborations with Aldersgate, has launched Toko, unique tokenization engine and vital component in the digital asset ecosystem. Developed with Aldersgate DLS, Toko provides smart contract functionality and digital asset creation functionality and assurance. Very much so a tokenization platform. DLA Piper is huge, by the way. I'll go over them in a second. DLA Pipers and Aldersgate successfully completed the very first tokenization project on the Toko platform today, with a piece of fine artwork commissioned and purchased by a group of DLA Piper Hong Kong partners. Created by Chinese artist Wang Xiaofeng, this bespoke project was structured as an unregulated security offering through the Aldersgate DLS Toko platform, with legal advice provided by DLA Piper. Today's launch tokenized a piece of fine art, but Toko can be used to create fractions of any asset. We have been talking about this since I've started this channel. I've tried to tell you guys they're going to tokenize everything in the future, from real estate to stocks. Everything's going to be tokenized in the future, and it's all going to become very much so more liquid. Okay, create fractions of any asset, whether that be a fund or a multi-million-dollar property. They're talking about it in here. That's real estate. It can help asset owners create unique product offerings, improve asset liquidity, which I just said, and provide clients with access to a wider group of investors, and the creation of unique product structures. Tokenization also enables exit opportunities and can reduce the risk of fraud through the strict, time-stamped audit trails created through blockchain functionality. Unlike existing tokenization offerings in the market, Toko provides clients with a unique combination of legal experience from a leading full-service global law firm, which is DLA Piper, coupled with cutting-edge technological capabilities. Aldersgate and DLS and DLA Piper have spent an immense amount of time studying the asset tokenization challenge, legal issues surrounding security token creation, etc. Platforms needed to deliver such offerings at scale is what they've been researching here. Now, what's interesting, though, is that Toko has been developed in partnership with Hedera Hashgraph. DLA Piper is an owner on the Hashgraph network. Let's see, real quick. Let me look here and see, just so you guys are in the loop here. Hello, future trust layer of the internet, blah, blah, blah. Avery Dennison, Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, DLA Piper, Fidelity Information Services, Google, IBM, LG, Nomura, Swirlds is the parent company, Tata Communications, UCL, Wipro, Zane. Those are all giants, right? All right. Toko has been developed in partnership with Hedera Hashgraph, which leverages the benefits of a private blockchain alongside the transparency and trust layer of the Hedera Consensus Service, a decentralized public service. And now this just talks right on DLA Piper's website. Hashgraph is owned and governed by a council of the world's leading organizations, including Avery Dennison, Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, DLA Piper, FIS, which is WorldPay. We also know WorldPay as RippleNet through Lian. Google, IBM, LG Electronics. No, you get the picture, right? Tokenization is going to be huge, right? And platforms that have the scale that is going to be needed to facilitate tokenization across multiple asset ecosystems, that is going to be key there. Look at Ethereum and look at all the projects being built on Ethereum right now from a smart contract standpoint. From a tokenization standpoint, we're going to have equally important platforms that facilitate multiple projects, facilitate multiple partnerships, multiple tokenization initiatives on those platforms. We can see here that they've specifically chosen the Hashgraph ecosystem for scale and for development purposes. And also DLA Piper, obviously, from a legal standpoint, they've got a lot of insight as to regulatory restrictions, et cetera, et cetera. So I feel like this is a huge partnership for Hashgraph, in my opinion, and I know where tokenization goes. So I wanted to touch base. This is kind of cool, though. This is Wang Xiaovong, and this is just real quick. This is just a quick video. This slide do like 10 seconds here. Some of his artwork's pretty legit, though, so I wanted to at least share it a little bit.
大约8年前，我在互联网上发布了一条招聘绘画模特的消息，当时很快有人响应。这就是《颠倒的女人》作品中这个胖胖的女孩，她专程从山东坐火车来到北京帮我拍摄素材，拍摄过程非常顺利。她那种自信和镇定让我感到非常意外，从此我们便有了长达8年的合作。后来我
I think I mispronounced his name a little bit, but, you know, and I apologize for that, but it's crazy, like dystopian, like kind of like cool, like artsy. I actually kind of really like legitimately like some of his artwork. I'm definitely going to look a little bit more. I like weird stuff though. I'm going to look a little bit more into that after this video. If you're not aware, DLA Piper is a multinational law firm with offices in more than 40 countries throughout the Americas, Asia, Pacific, Europe, Africa, and Middle East. Profit per equity partner is about $1.49 million, 4,200 attorneys. They're definitely a big law firm. Now I wanted to go over this. This is a scam that has been going on. I personally got a text message. I just directly deleted it. I got a text message saying that it was Ledger, telling me I needed to update whatever. If you're not aware, there are ways to find out what the legitimate updates are for your Ledger Nano S or X or whatever you have. But there are phishing attempts all over the place too, and it's just very scary to me that we're continuously seeing people in this space. And I know that all of us that have been here for a while are like, wow, I can't believe that somebody fell for that. But you have to understand, we are at the very beginning of a new asset class. This ecosystem is continuously developing with new people coming into this space. So just because you and I may know something and we think it's stupid that somebody would participate in this, if one person out of every, and I'm sure it's more than this, out of every 100 people ask the question, is this legit or not? And we can save them from potentially losing the digital assets that they, you know, have spent their hard-earned money on and invested in for their personal futures, their family's futures. It's worth it to go over these potential scams because, you know, one person saving them from potentially losing their money, that could be life-changing for that person and their entire family. So, all right, Ledger owners lose 1.1 million XRP to scam site. After a major leak of email and personal information earlier this year, Ledger customers are experiencing a surge in phishing attempts. Oddly enough, I've seen on Twitter, there's people that don't even have Ledgers that are getting text messages like this from Ledger. So, but we do know that there was a leak that it had occurred as well, and that's probably where most of our phishing text messages and emails are coming from. Phishing attempts and scams against Ledger wallet owners are on the increase, with one such scam netting more than 1.15 million XRP from its victims. So I'm not going to read this entire thing overly in depth, but you can see here, I do believe that one of the scams had LEGD instead of LEDG for like the email address. I think we've seen similar things in text messages. This Chris right here is saying, I got a text message last night with my full name saying Ledger security alert to download the security update. Deleted it instantly. And that is the best move. If you don't want to delete it instantly, you can forward along to the authorities. I believe I've heard that you can do that. I tend to just delete this shit as soon as it comes onto my phone, or if I get an email, I bypass it. When I want to update my ledger, I will go and do so accordingly, and I pay attention enough in this space where if I know there's any sort of a security breach with anything that I have, I can act accordingly and hopefully have planned accordingly. But, you know, that's really up to you. I just want you to be aware that there are these scams out there. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. Ask the community. Do your own research before you update anything, before you make any moves, before you reply to an email, before you reply to a text message, before you click on any link. It is of the utmost importance for your personal investments that you take those extra steps. You took the time in earning the money to invest in what you wanted to invest in. Take the time to research enough that you can maintain those investments without losing them to some sort of crazy and very unmoral scammer that is trying to take your assets away from you. This is Dave Liu here, and he actually, I did see that they had updated the court hearing like 2 or 3 days ago, but maybe this is a little bit of a newer one because it presents dates as well. So here's a full docket for you. Show me proof as far as these dates are concerned, and this is the entire document here. We can see here, document 122 filed November 5th, 2020. You can find this. You can go to David Liu's Twitter here, give him a follow, and you can click and read through it as well. This is Ripple Labs in litigation, obviously, and there's quite a bit in here. But what's interesting to me, you know, we can see the plaintiff's brief statement of facts. We can see defendant's response, categorically, obviously denying that XRP is an unregistered security. We know all of that already. Going down even further here, the legal issues, motions to dismiss. That February 26, 2020, I think we saw the in part motion to dismiss from the defendants, partially denied, partially supported. I think there was an update October 16th, an amended complaint on October 16th as well. Now, what was interesting to me is that there was like a possible settlement here. Hold on one second. Let me try to find it. Proposed discovery plan, class actions related release. Okay. Settlement and ADR. The parties had previously scheduled mediation for October 6, 2020. However, mediation was subsequently canceled. Now, there is basically stating in this that there is going to be additional time allotted to the plaintiff for discovery of facts based on XRP potentially being a security based on what Ripple had previously said, different potential investment advice or whatever, however that was taken. You know, you can go and run the gambit with this here, what he's going to try to discover. I would think that he would already have discovered everything that he's going to present to the courts here, but apparently not. A defendant's position as well. Now, they did have a chance, from what I had read in this, and like I said, you should definitely go read this yourself, that they could have potentially expedited trial procedure. The parties agree that this case is not suitable for handling under the expedited trial procedure of General Order number 64. I'm sure you can find what General Order number 64 is if you look it up. Proposed case schedule now, and this is what we all care about, right? Now, I'm not saying that this is going to potentially affect XRP valuations. I do think, obviously it's not. I mean, we've been between 20 and 30 cents now for however long, and now it looks like we're definitely not going to hear. And I don't think XRP is a security, but it looks like we're not going to hear XRP is a security. Somebody saying that before these timeframes. So we've basically got like 2 years of just being in the friggin' dark still. Okay. Proposed case schedule. The parties have agreed upon the following proposed case schedule. So these initial disclosures, and this is I think this document that we're seeing right now that is presented to us. Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. Initial case management conference, which is next Thursday. Now this is crazy. This facts discovery from the plaintiff and their opening expert reports. The facts discovery are going to be presented from the plaintiff who is suing Ripple on Friday, April 15th, 2022. So we've got what is that now? 15 months, 15 full months more until we hear these facts that this plaintiff is going to present. 16 months until they're opening expert reports. 17 months until Ripple has a response and their reports. Rebuttals, 18 months. Again, rebuttal or close of expert discovery, 18 months. Plaintiff's motion for class certification, 19 months from now. Defendant's opposition for motion for class certification, 20 months from now. Plaintiff's reply, 21 months from now. Hearing on motion for class certification, TBD. Oh my God. Like, this is absolute, it's insanity. This is just like being drawn out for so long. That is not to say that there could be some sort of overarching classification, I would imagine, that could potentially happen at a higher level before that. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to sit here and speculate on that, but I'm not ignorant enough to sit here and state that something like that couldn't happen either. But this is crazy. I mean, this court hearing's been going on forever. So I am going to leave you guys with this. Oh my God, it goes on further. Last data filed this I don't even know how to pronounce dispositions, the motions, Friday, December 16, 2022. Summary 2023, summary judgment February 7th, 17th, 2023. Final pretrial conference March 17th, 2023. The trial Monday, April 10th, 2023. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Things are happening fast in this space. I can't wait to hear if this gets delayed more. God, I really, the U.S. needs to step up with regulatory clarity. This is ridiculous that we have these lawsuits going on right now. I'm not saying that they'll get dismissed if we have regulatory clarity. I don't know what happens, but this is insanity. We're looking at like, oh my God, it's like 2.5 years until we hear anything. You know what I mean? So, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to present you with the update. My personal opinion on XRP is still the same. I haven't seen anything different. We know that this lawsuit's been going on for a while. I think the Hedera Hashgraph with the DLA Piper and the Toka platform is big. And I always talk about tokenization, and it starts with things like fine art and other collectibles and stuff like that, or whatever. It's going to turn into real estate. It's going to turn into stocks, bonds, equities. All this stuff gets tokenized in the end. The end game is pretty clear. And pay attention for scams in this place. Do not participate in them. And watch your back, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Hope you have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. Later.